Many officers and commanders now began to oppose the insane orders emanating from the Führer headquarters and being passed on by Army command. By this, they began to reject the long-eroded military concepts of honor and discipline to which the Army leadership had clung until the end. In the unconditional obedience such as was fatally being upheld here in Stalingrad, there was no longer a soldierly stance, but rather a lack of responsibility. So I'm going to say that one more time. This idea that unconditional obedience was not seen right now as a soldierly stance, but a lack of responsibility, because you are responsible to do something. If you're getting bad orders, you're responsible for not obeying them. And, I get asked this question all the time. Not all the time, but, sometimes people say, what if you got, what did you do if you ever got told something that you didn't believe in? I was like, well, we were all on the same page. Like, It's not like we were getting told to do things that were immoral, unethical. They weren't saying, hey, go burn this village with women and children in it. We weren't getting those orders. You know what I mean? We weren't getting told to do things that I didn't agree with, that my guys didn't agree with. Mm-hmm. And that's the way are there pockets where things happen? Yeah, absolutely. That's the horrors of war. Mm-hmm. But if we got told to do things that we didn't think we should do, we would have said, no, not doing it. This was open mutiny. So they've gotten to the point now, finally. Since there were no more orders from the center towards the end, many responsible commanders and unit leaders on the line acted on their own initiative in an endeavor to stop the senseless shedding of blood. Many desperate Stalingrad warriors in the end sought a way out by suicide or by a voluntary soldier's death. We learned of two generals whose extreme resolution had been shattering. One, the commander of a division from Dresden, had shot himself after having ordered his son, a young lieutenant, to report to him to say farewell. The other, the commander of a division from Lower Saxony, whose tactical emblem was a four-leaf clover and was known therefore as the Lucky Division, who did not want to survive the downfall of his men, had been killed on the front line while standing erect and firing his weapon.